Hey everyone, welcome back to the Widowed Parent Podcast Live. I'm here today with my guest, Lane Pease of Kate's Club. Lane, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jenny.
It's great to be talking to you again. I know you were on the show way back, well, actually twice now. So I'll make sure to put those links down below as well so people can catch those because I love those longer discussions where we can really dive into topics about widowed parenting. So thank
All
you for
right.
that.
You're welcome.
Today we want to hear all about Kate's Club. So first of all, where are you guys located?
We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, terrific. And what kind of programs do you have?
So we are a little different than some bereavement organizations. We're a standalone nonprofit, but we are not clinical. We do not do individual counseling, but we do group settings for that's really a mix between social, recreational, and therapeutic. So we were founded on the premise of getting kids together and having fun. Kate Atwood and 17 years ago founded us, and that was her primary vision at the time. And of course, it's evolved to where it is now that we do a lot of different kinds of support for children and their families, children ages 5 to 18 and their families.
Okay. And so, and let's talk for a second, not during pandemic times, just during normal
Right.
times.
Yeah.
What does that look like? If a family was
Right.
interested in joining your groups or your programs, like what does that
Right.
look like on a month-to-month basis?
Right. So after a very easy membership process of an application and a phone interview and an orientation, they're members and they can come to all our programs. So we have programs for the children once a month, either a full day or a half day on a weekend. Again, we're a little different. We started doing weekend programs because if you've ever been to Atlanta and tried to get anywhere on an evening during the week, you'll know why we started doing weekend programs.
Uh-huh.
So to make it more convenient for families. So we do those. We have once a monthly family nights. We have a support group for parents and caregivers called our Park Bench that's ongoing. Every time the kids meet, they meet. We have holiday programs. So at Mother's Day, Father's Day, Siblings Day, and the winter holidays, we have family activities around those harder times of the year. Um, we have a traumatic loss group that goes on. It's actually now becoming an open group, monthly group for people who have experienced the death of a family member by drug overdose, suicide, or homicide. We also have camp. So usually that's an opportunity for families. They choose either a spring camp or a summer camp. We have so many children involved that we do it. They can only choose one,
Hmm.
and we go out to camp for a long weekend.
Nice.
Um, and we also, keeping that recreational piece involved in our philosophy, we do 3 times a year, we do outings. So we just get kids on a bus and we go somewhere fun.
Hmm. Nice. And you said kids 5 through 18, I think you said. I assume that's broken up into different age groups then.
Right. Right. Everything we do is they're broken up into their own
Right.
age
Okay.
group.
Right, sure, good, and then parents separately. That's terrific. How about any sort of cost to participate in your programs?
Yeah. We are, there is no cost to our families.
Oh,
We
terrific.
have a great fundraising team and they're always on the hustle through events and individual donors, grants, and foundations.
Wonderful, good. That's great. Okay, and then the camps. I think is it are these just for the families in your program then, or how does that work?
Right. It's just another one of our membership programs. So you don't just come to camp. You're a member of Kate's Club, you come to other programs, and then camp is one of your options to attend.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. So this is all when times were normal. Now we're in a pandemic. So I think you have some virtual programming. Can you tell us what you're doing?
Yeah. So from April on, we pivoted into virtual programs. So the kids can attend those twice a month on Zoom. Again, they're separated by age. Now it's a little broader, it's littles, middles, and teens on a weekend day. We also have we call it Clubhouse Connections on the evening through the week where they can Zoom in and do more fun games, a little more different than our therapeutic activities. We still have our family nights on Zoom. So we have had everything from yoga, family yoga,
Hmm.
to music, to making bracelets, which we mailed out all the activity, all the pieces for.
Mm.
We are doing a Thanksgiving activity this month and mailing out supplies for that. So we've really pivoted to all our programs online. In addition, this fall, we've been able to do something we call pop-ups.
Hmm.
Since Atlanta, again, is a really big area, we've popped up in different areas of the city for our members and do family outdoor socially distanced programs and provided individual lunches for everyone. So that's been a fantastic program, and we'll probably continue those as long as we're not able to gather in our regular way. We will definitely continue our outdoor activities. And exciting news is that even when we go back and we can be in person, we will still have our online platform available to people. So if you're in another part of Georgia, if you're in Alabama, if you're anywhere really that doesn't have services in your area or you're not able to attend them, you can join Kate's Club and be a member that just comes to virtual groups.
Oh, that's terrific. That's exciting. Okay, so then they'll kind of have the best of both worlds. All the terrific in-person program you guys have had for a long time, and adding
Right.
in that virtual opportunity for people who aren't close enough to access that regularly. Yeah.
Exactly. And, we've had great success. We did a camp at home, where
Hmm.
we had a box pickup. And then if people were outside of our area, we mailed boxes, but they were able to do a camp at home that went really well. We've also had even more success, I would say, with our trainings that we offer. We have a whole outreach branch of Kate's Club. We've had even more success, I think, because people don't have to drive in to, come to a place, and they can just be in the comfort of their own office or home and attend education
Mm-hmm.
that Kate's Club provides.
Yeah, great. Okay, and I forgot to ask in terms of eligibility to participate, we talked about the age groups, but what about like types of loss or anything like that?
So our membership in our club, what we call our clubhouse membership, because it's a little different in our outreach branch if we come to schools, but in our clubhouse membership, it is for sibling, death of a parent, sibling, or primary caregiver. Sorry. So
Gotcha.
it does have to be someone that was, pretty much daily involved with a child or very close to the child.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that's a little different than some programs as well.
Gotcha. Okay, and all types of loss, no matter
All
the
types.
cause of death, right? Okay,
Mhm.
gotcha. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit from the logistics and let me ask, how do you think that programs like yours can be helpful to families who are grieving?
I think the number one thing we do is, and it's so powerful in grief for anybody grieving, is connect with others.
Mm,
Sometimes we feel like we're crazy. For kids, they feel like they're different. Adults sometimes think, oh, I'm losing my mind. What's wrong with me? When they're grieving. Or children just think they're different. They're the only one that's experienced the death of a dad or lost a sibling. So the thing in grief, that group support is just so powerful because they look around and they say, oh, I'm not the only one. And then you hear people say, oh, yeah, that's happened to me too, or I can relate to that. And it's those connections. So I think the most powerful thing we do is connect people. We think our activities are awesome too, and we hope to teach coping skills and to really help people with meaning making, and continuing bonds, keeping that person close to you throughout your life. So we promote all those things, but the number one thing is really that group support of feeling like you're not alone.
mm. Yeah, terrific. Good. Well, I hope that anybody who is near Atlanta and interested in your programs will look for you guys. And like you said, people who are not so near Atlanta who are interested in participating in your virtual groups, whether now or in the future. So
Right.
where can people find Kate's Club?
We're at www.katesclub, all one word.org.
Katesclub.org. Okay, terrific. Well, Lane, thank you so much for speaking with me today.
Thank you, Jenny.